Well, hello YouTubers, hello Facebook people, hello Twitter people, and hello LinkedIn people. This is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with all of you. Well, I want to come here first of all and say thank you to all of you who came out to our Sunday seance. It's so nice. It looks like it was a great turnout, and from the comments and letters I'm getting, it sounds like you guys really enjoyed that. And I really enjoyed having the chance to be with you. If you're new to my channel, every Sunday we do a seance. Come out and join it. We're going to have teaching from the Spiritualist manual, which is this book here. We'll talk more about that on Sunday. And we're going to have trans-channeling every week, so we get messages from the spirit world. So I'm just glad you guys are here. Well, today is Tuesday, and I got to tell you, with all the letters about the seance, I've also been getting another set of letters. It's very interesting. I'm noticing a trend here. A lot of people have been starting to write me and say, Bob, I think I saw something over my house. It was kind of strange. But the letters get more interesting because they say, well, Bob, I thought UFOs were like flying saucers or big triangles. But what I saw was like something that looked like an amoeba shape. And then it changed into a rectangle. And then it went to a saucer and then to a sphere. You're saying, what is that? Well, first of all, before we get into that, let me kind of just back up a little bit here. I want you guys just to remember this. There is not just one type of alien that's visiting the Earth. I know that on TV everybody sees the gray aliens with the big, slanted eyes. But that's only one type. That's the gray aliens from Zeta Reticuli. But we have aliens visiting from the Andromeda galaxy. We have aliens visiting from Sirius. And actually each of the planets in our solar system actually has life on it. The moon actually has life on it. I know a lot of people say, oh no, Bob, the astronauts have been there. Well, listen, if you go research the history of the Apollo moon landings, a lot of astronauts have gone on record that they saw alien craft over the moon. It's now come out. So the alien presence has been interacting with the Earth for a long time. Up till now, we've mostly seen flying saucers or the big triangle craft. But there is another type of alien craft that now seems to be appearing with more regularity, and that's called the Biomorphic UFO. Biomorphic UFO is really still quite a mystery. Well, first of all, most all of us still don't know how the basic UFOs function. There have been speculations and theories. Some people that have been abductees have said that they were shown how the propulsion systems work on the UFOs and that they work in relation to a geomagnetic force. Some say they're nuclear powered. Very, very interesting. But there is another classification of UFO, which is known as biomorphic. These are very interesting because these type of UFOs really blend technology with biology. And what they have produced is literally like a living craft, a living spaceship. It would be kind of like if we took a live tree and made it fly through the air and the tree could still grow while it was flying. That would be kind of biomorphic. But their biomorphic craft are really beyond anything we could even fathom. I won't even begin to explain that I claim that I know how to explain it, except to say I have studied it enough to say I do believe it is a reality. I'll put some links in the box below to some UFOs that appear to be doing what's called biomorphing while flying. It's speculated that these craft literally are like a living organism that has a consciousness and that can exist while it's maneuvering space. It's even believed that these craft have a consciousness of their own in a sense. So, it kind of is like, in the old days, people used to ride horses. And if you read accounts of old cowboys, they used to say, well, I know my horse so well, the horse and I are in sync. Like somebody could get on the horse and the horse already know, go this way to town, because the horse knew that this time of day the rider wants to go to town. Well, these ships are kind of like that, because supposedly the beings who inhabit them, the pilots, if you will, get in and they connect psychically and mentally to the craft. and that is the propulsion system, their mind. Now this is very, very interesting because you guys may have heard, and I think I told you this, it is believed that some aliens are interdimensional, meaning that they're not actually in our current physical plane of reality, but in a parallel dimension, and that they maneuver through dimensions. They've learned to master the time-space window to come into our dimension. Now, if that's true, that would make actual sense as to a biomorphic craft, because if you have to have mind power to shift your reality. Now remember, guys, let's go back here just a little bit. You know, I've said, and many of you have had private readings with me know, that I always say our consciousness creates our reality. So as you think, so you manifest. So what if we had a craft that would so attune to somebody's mental state that, like, for example, in your mind, if you think, gee, I wish I were in Paris, France, and if your mind were strong enough, you could actually dematerialize your body and rematerialize it in France. Well, the theory is that the aliens that have these crafts have synced their minds to the mind of the ships. And so therefore they are now, by their consciousness, able to travel vast distances instantly, even faster than a wormhole, and also move interdimensionally. And this is what the biomorphic crafts are about. Anyways, we're going to have more on that as I get more information. It's still relatively new to me. I've known for a few years, but I haven't really explored it till more recently, because so many people are writing and say, Bob, is this real? I've heard about this and I saw it. And I know a number of you have seen it. And I want to tell you, I think this is going to be kind of the new phase that we're going to be experiencing in UFO phenomena. So instead of seeing little silver flying saucers, you're going to see things that change shape and glow and move, and if you want to kind of get a sense of what a biomorphic craft might look like, again, see the links below. But also you might want to do research on amoebas. Amoebas are a very basic one-celled protoplasmic life form. I don't know if I'm saying that right, so you science people forgive me. But the biomorphic crafts in some ways very much mimic the movement and actions of an amoeba. So I think this is very fascinating, and I really think we're going to start to see in the coming year here a lot more appearances of these craft. And I think that it is kind of the alien race's way of saying to us, hey, look, there's more than even you know. I think most people have gotten over the shock and terror of seeing little silver discs. Nowadays on YouTube, there have thousands of videos of little UFO saucers flying around. It's almost to the point to where people are like, oh yeah, I know what that is. So now the aliens are like, okay, they're getting it, so we're going to take it up a notch. And now they're starting to introduce us to the biomorphic reality. And I think really honestly that in our government and most of the major governments of the world that studies, I think they're already onto it. It may not be released yet, but I'm telling you, the U.S. government, the British government, some of the South American governments, they already know about this. And I think it's a matter of time till this all starts to come out. And I do believe in the next year to 2 years, we're going to see a lot more disclosure on all of this. So let's keep watching the skies. I have a question. Have any of you watching, maybe they haven't written to me, have any of you seen a biomorphic craft? I'd love to hear about it. Maybe you have some footage of it you could send me, or some pictures. I'd sure love to hear from you guys. Anyways, so check out the links below, and we're going to have more on this, so keep it here at Spirit Channel. I want you guys also be here on Friday. We're having a special video. It's going to be a Good Friday video. A lot of you have been writing and said, Bob, I believe in Jesus and I want to honor him on Good Friday. Would you do something? And you know what? I'm hearing your request. So I think Jesus is very special, and I'm going to do a special video to honor his passion and crucifixion and death on Friday. So you want to be here? Check that out. I think you'll find it very, very mystical and very inspirational. All right? So anyways, listen, comments in the box below, thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe. Or if you're not new, you're watching, you never got around to doing it, push that subscribe button. Sure love to have you here more regularly. And of course, you know Sunday we'll be having another seance, so don't miss that. Anyways, guys, tell me in the box below, what do you know about biomorphic UFOs? I want to hear. Tell me what you know, what you've seen. Ask me questions. Let's have a dialogue. Thanks for being here. Blessings to you all.